Let You Down by Dave Matthews is going to be played in standard tuning, and it's based around some somewhat non-conventional chords. And I'll get to those in just a minute, but it's also reliant upon a pretty specific driving strumming pattern that is basically a triplet strum, where you're subdividing your strum thinking on your right hand by 3. And you're going like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm saying that a lot slower than what it's actually going. It's more like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. But what your right hand is doing, essentially, it's just down, up, 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 down. So that feel has to be happening over the chords. Now, the first chord is going to be an E minor chord. The way that you'll make this is an open 6-string, ring finger on your 5-string 7th fret, first finger on the 4-string 5 fret. You can let your 3-string ring open if you want to, or if you want to be a bit lazier and let your left hand kind of lay down a bit more, you can just let that 3-string mute out, but you need your pinky finger on the 2-string 8th fret. So that's basically your first chord. And you'll go down, up is basically what's ringing out. I know that I just talked about down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But down, up is basically what will be ringing out here. And then the down, up, down, up, down, up. The next down, up is basically muted as you're going to shift to the next chord. So it's like down, up, mute, down. Down, up, mute, mute, down, up, mute, mute, down, up, mute, mute, down, up, mute. Down, up, mute, mute, down, up, mute, mute, down, up, mute, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So anyway, keep that in mind, like a down, up, mute, mute, down, up, mute, mute. And I'm saying mute, mute for the rhythm there. And to do that, you're kind of shifting chords, but to get a percussive feel on the strings, you want to basically lift your tension off of your left hand as you're shifting to the next chord. So the next chord will be from this E minor to a version of a D. You want to basically inverse your ring in your first fingers. Your first finger will move to the 5-string 5 fret. Your ring finger will come to the 4-string 7th fret, and you want your pinky finger to just slide down 1 fret to the 2-string 7th fret. And all that you want to ring out here are basically those notes that you've got fretted. So we've got the E minor to the D chord. The third chord is going to be a version of an A chord. You're going to put your first finger on the 6-string 5 fret, your ring finger on the 5-string 7th fret. Your ring finger will be muting out the 4th string, and your second finger needs to go down on the 3-string 6th fret. So we've gone E minor to a D chord to this A chord, and then we're going to go. This is a version of 2 different kind of B minor voicings. Your ring finger, for the first voicing of it, your ring finger needs to be on the 6-string 7th fret. Your pinky finger should be pulled back to the 3-string 7th fret. Your ring finger wants to be muting out the 5-string. Your first finger needs to be on the 4-string 5 fret. And that's going to be the first chord, and that'll be like a down, up, down, up. And then you'll lower your first finger down 1 fret. This is a bit of a stretch. Your ring and pinky fingers need to remain planted where they were, and your first finger will move down from the 4-string 5 fret to the 4-string 4 fret, and you'll go down, up again. And then that's the end of the chord phrase, and it just repeats to the E minor, to the D, to the A, to the B minor, change voicing, E minor, to the D, to the A, to the B minor shift, and it just repeats that. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So I feel different rhythms at times, and honestly, I think that what Dave Matthews' right hand what his right hand is doing is probably shifting from time to time, but it's all based around a triplet strum feel of. down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so during that part right there, during that intro and during that verse, what Tim Reynolds is doing is pretty easy. He's just shifting between that most of the time. What that is essentially a B minor to an A to a B minor to a B minor to a D to a B minor. Ring finger on the 4-string 7 fret, 4-string 9 fret. Ring finger on the 4-string 9 fret, first finger on the 3-string 7 fret. And you just want to pluck or pick, either finger pick or pluck with a pick, just those 2 strings. Like down, 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 and then to the A chord will be second finger on the 4-string 7 fret, first finger on the 3-string 6 fret, and you'll just hit that once. Down, 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 A, then back to the B minor. And then the second variant of that is down, down, down on our B minor, just as before. Ring finger, 4-string 9 fret, first finger 3-string 7 fret. And now to the D, take your first finger and just bar it across the 7 fret of strings 4, 3, and 2. You want to avoid an open 5 here, and then back to the B minor. And that's while Dave is going. Okay, during the chorus gets a slight rhythm change. So the rhythm change is going to switch to down, down, up, down, down, up, down with your picking hand. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. On the E minor, to the D, to the A, to the first version of the B. And whenever you hit that B, you just hit it once and let the notes decay. And then what's very difficult is picking back up into the rhythm, because you have that hit on the second version of the B minor where you drop your first finger down to the 4-string 4 fret, but instead of just hitting that and letting it ring, Dave Matthews is immediately hitting it and going back into that triplet strum. So you need to be hitting it but thinking 1, 2, 3, down, up, down, because you're going down, up, down, and then immediately back into the E minor. So the chorus would be E minor, down, up, down, E minor to the D, to the A, to the B minor, and then to the second version of the B minor. Then you go back to we're back in our triplet strum at this point now. It goes to the E minor, now to a B minor, a different version of a B minor, to a C, to an A, to the B minor, and shift B minor again from the verses. The way that those will run is the same E minor as before. Then to first finger on the 5-string 2 fret, ring finger on the 4-string 4 fret. Let your first finger or your ring finger mute out the 3-string. Second finger down on the 2-string 3 fret. So you've got, and you'll triplet strum over this like down, up, down. And then to a C chord, you want your first finger to move up 1 fret to the 5-string 3 fret, ring finger to the 4-string 5 fret, ring finger is muting out the 3-string, pinky finger to the 2-string 5 fret. So we've got the E minor to kind of a more traditional B minor, to a C, back to our A from earlier, to our that chord B minor, to shift down and then repeat E minor to the B, to the C, to the A, to the B minor, shift down, and then we're back into another verse. Towards the end of the song, you get the Forgive Me part, and that's A to the B minor, to the shift to the B minor, like B minor 1, B minor 2. Maybe I should have established some sort of a way to differentiate between these two B minors, but B minor 1, B minor 2. A to the B minor 1, to the B minor 2, to the A, to the B minor 1, to the B minor 2, A, B minor 1, B minor 2. That's Forgive Me. forgive me, like where he's repeating that part, and it's happening with the triplet strum. And then it just holds on the last time it hits, just holds on the A. You've got the percussion that's doing that thing, and then it goes back into your verse progression. So I mentioned like the one prominent Tim Reynolds part there. There's another one that in the chorus, while Dave is going, Tim Reynolds is doing something like, let's see, let me put my pick down. So what that is, I'm picking with my right hand, thumb first, second thumb first, second thumb first, across strings, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And what I'm fretting with my left hand is ring finger on the 4-string 7th fret, first finger barring the ring finger on the 4-string 9th fret. I'm getting my numbers mixed up. Ring finger on the 4-string 9th fret, first finger barring the 7th fret of strings 3 and 2, and then second finger going down on the 2-string 8th fret. So really this is cutting into our bar right here, but I'm barring just out of habit. And you're going 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 with second, first thumb, second, first thumb. And this is why my first finger is actually barring the 7th fret of strings 4, 3, and 2 here, with my ring and my second finger doing what I said it was doing before. But so, and then lift up your ring and second finger so that you've got your bar on the 7th fret of 4, 3, and 2. And then we're going to take this shape and just move it up 2 frets. So I've got the bar happening again now just over the 9th fret of strings 4, 3, and 2. My ring finger is going down on the 4-string 11th fret. My second finger is going down on the 2-string 10th fret. And I'm repeating second, first thumb on 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to end on this chord. I've moved now up from that to my ring finger is on the 4-string 12th fret. My second finger is on the 3-string 11th fret. My pinky finger is on the 2-string 12th fret. And then that last hit, but if I did, I could, Tim Reynolds, live he does different things here, but on Crash it sounds like he just goes back to kind of his home base right here of this B minor chord and goes something along that little B minor to D thing. But then whenever Dave Matthews moves from this B minor to this C major, Tim Reynolds, you can hear, pulls up to this C major. That would be ring finger on the 4-string 10th fret, second finger on the 3-string 9th fret, first finger on the 2-string 8th fret. So that's the C that he sometimes plays there, and then comes down to this A, ring finger on the 4-string 7th fret, second finger on the 3-string 6th fret, first finger on the 2-string 5th fret. So you've got, and then it goes back to the B minor, and then he does some, other kind of little jingly stuff there, and then pulls back up to C, back down to the A, and then we're back into another verse. Something along those lines. And I think that I've covered everything there for that song. So those are the chords and the movements to How to Play Let You Down by Dave Matthews, and a little bit of ideas of how to pull off some of Tim Reynolds' things in that song. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.